Hey, welcome to the Summit Host Hangout podcast, where you'll learn how to plan, strategize, and launch your profitable online summit. No influencer status necessary. I'm your host, Krista from Summit in a Box, and even though it's a few months after the fact, we're still in the middle of a series of episodes that I recorded while promoting my most recent summit as fun topics came to mind. And today in episode 94, we're going to cover some of my favorite tips for increasing conversion rates on your All Access Pass sales page. So while the industry standard All Access Pass conversion rate is about 5%, myself and my students tend to see closer to 15%. And what you're going to hear today are a few of the things that help us hit those numbers. I will say, for more tips on increasing your summit conversion rates, check out my free masterclass covering my 3-part framework to triple your monthly revenue with a virtual summit while building your list for free. In this class, we cover everything from creating a plan you can actually follow, how to host a profitable event even if you don't have a huge audience, and how to use my 3-part profitable summit system. You can join this class at summithosthangout.com/class. So I have a few tips for you today. I tried to keep it to 3, but I just couldn't. So I have a few more for you than that. The first tip I want to give you is that you need to have a solid All Access Pass offer. Nobody wants ongoing access to presentations for $20. You can create an offer better than that. One that people actually want and can find value in, and one that actually makes you money. You need to sell a whole lot of $20 All Access Passes to see good numbers from your summit. So we go over what this looks like, what this offer looks like in depth in my Summit in a Box program, but you need to put together a well-rounded offer with things like live sessions if you're up for it, fun bonuses, and really whatever else your attendees will need to actually get the transformation your summit promises. So look at your summit tagline, look at the benefits you're promising through your summit. How can you help them take those things one step further through your All Access Pass? I'm not going to go into that in this episode because that's not the purpose, but I wanted to mention it since none of these tips will matter if you don't have an offer that people actually want. If you don't have an offer that's worth more than like $20 a pop, right? You need to have a good offer that people actually want. So I guess the first real tip for your actual sales page itself is to ditch the clutter. I see so many All Access Pass sales pages that just have extra junk on it, that things that just aren't needed. This is like almost as if some people think that the more stuff they can list on this page and shove on this page, the more valuable it will look, but that's just not the case. So get rid of anything that's a direct repeat from your registration page. So you do not need to list your entire speaker lineup. You do not need to list the summit schedule. You really don't need your headshot and bio. Some people might argue with me on that one, but I really just think it's extra clutter at that point because it comes in to the customer journey when people already know you. A lot of them have just signed up for the summit or they were just interacting with you in the Facebook group. Now they're going to this page. They don't really need that. I have never included it on my page. Keep the page focused on the extras people are getting from purchasing rather than repeating everything that they would have seen on the registration page for the free event. My next tip for you for your All Access Pass sales page is to highlight the bonuses. So everyone understands what it means to get extended presentation access. Mention it once and then move on to the more exciting pieces of your offer. You do not need to have a full page that just hits on how cool it is to have ongoing access to these presentations over and over. A piece that's important in getting the conversion rates that I get is an awesome package of bonuses. A mistake I see with people who implement this is that they just list what the bonuses are in like this big bulleted list and they call it good. They have like the name of the bonus, who contributed it, and maybe the value. And it's just in a bulleted list and that's it. It's a problem because that's cluttered. It's hard to read through. People will not read through it. They'll just skim it and miss a ton of good information. And they just can't see the value. They can't see the value in something if all they see is the name and like the regular price. That tells them nothing, okay? So give your bonuses the space they deserve and not at the bottom of the page. People buy these All Access Passes because of the bonuses. So list out each bonus one by one. Have a mock-up or a graphic of some kind for each bonus. Include the name of the bonus, who contributed it, a 2 to 3 sentence description that really hits on the value and outcome and what it is, and then include the value or regular price. That's really important. Highlight your bonuses. If you have some exciting extra live sessions, give those some extra space and attention too. I don't always do this. It kind of depends on what the session is, but like for our most recent summit, we had panels, which are something I never offered before. So I did have a bigger section on the page that included the panel schedule, what the themes were, what speakers were being featured, and all of that good stuff. So focus on the bonuses and the other pieces you're including in your All Access Pass more than the like core extended access offer. Those are the things that get people excited. The next tip is that you need to make the value of your All Access Pass crystal clear and show how low the price is that you're actually charging. So for example, you're getting a $6,000 value for $147. That's much more attention grabbing than just saying, oh, get this stuff and it's $147. Like with the price just sitting there by itself. Show the real value every step of the way and highlight that. Every time you're mentioning something that's included, include the value of it. Have a section on the page that says, hey, here is the total value of this. You're getting it for this crazy awesome price. So make the value really clear so they don't have to try to figure it out for themselves. Tell them what the value is. My next tip for you is to have limited time offers and clear discounts. So we talked about my limited time offer strategy in episode 10. So head over there for more information. But special offers, price increases, cart closing, these things have a big part to play in encouraging people to actually make the decision to buy your All Access Pass. So if there's a special offer going on, make it crystal clear on the sales page. For example, a countdown timer on the page is something you definitely want to have. I use Deadline Funnel, but you can use whatever tool you want to have that countdown timer, whether it's going to be a price increase, whether like a bonus is going away, whether the offer is going away completely. Make that really clear that it's a limited time offer with a countdown timer. I also want you to make discounts really clear if you're giving a discount during a certain time period. So you guys have heard, if you listen to episode 10, you know that I recommend having a fast action offer and an early bird offer before your All Access Pass goes up to the regular price. When you're having a discount like that, make it very clear. So for example, your button text shouldn't just be like, click here to get the All Access Pass. No, it should be get the All Access Pass for the regular price crossed out. So like $197 crossed out and then the current price. So get the All Access Pass for $197 crossed out $97, so they're seeing that, oh my gosh, I'm getting $100 off right here. Or you could say, the button could say, get 50% off now. Something that reminds them that they're getting a special offer and they'll get a deal if they buy it right now. Also at the top of the page, I like to make my discount really clear. Like I don't even want people to have the option to leave the page without knowing that I have a really awesome offer for them. So like the first sentence on my sales page will be something like, watch the video below to see what's next and how you can get $3,000 in bonuses for 50% off for the next 20 minutes. So I told them what the value is. They're $3,000 just in bonuses. They know it's a discount, 50% off, and they know there's a time limit for the next 20 minutes. So hit on those things throughout the page. This is not like to like trick anyone into buying, but it's to let them know, hey, I have this really awesome deal for you for a limited time. If you want it, now is the time to do it. Okay. So just make sure they know. If you don't make sure they know, you will get emails from people saying, oh, I didn't know that was a limited time offer. I didn't know the price was increasing. So make sure they know. Make sure like there is literally no reason for them to email you and say something like that. All right. My last tip for you is one that I would consider optional and advanced. So if you're stressed out, especially by tech, skip ahead a couple minutes. Okay. Don't listen to me here. I did not do this for my first 2 summits. You don't have to do it either. But this tip is that if you create a really powerful offer with your All Access Pass, that should have a higher price point. Okay. You shouldn't be selling $6,000 worth of stuff for $47. Okay. Because of that, it can actually be really helpful to then have 2 price points available. So you'll have a lower price point with just the extended presentation access and maybe resources that complement that, like, I don't know, workbooks, transcripts, whatever you want to include there. And then you'll have that bigger package at a higher price point. Okay. And that's because now your pricing is going to be a little more inclusive when you have those 2 tiers. You can have that huge, awesome offer at a little bit higher price point. And for people who truly, they don't have the money for it, or they really just want that ongoing presentation access, you have that lower tier offer for them there. Okay. I know I'll get questions on this, so I'll say there is no rule for how this pricing will work. The first time I did it, my fast action price point for the lower tier was $47 and the higher tier was $97. So it was about twice as much as the lower tier. For my most recent summit, the fast action price was $67 for the lower tier and $127 for the higher tier. So do what works for you there. You do want to have a bit of a difference because the value is going to be crazy different, but just do what works well for you. So overall, in this episode, what we've gone over is that I want you to have a solid offer for your All Access Pass, ditch the clutter on a sales page, highlight the bonuses, make the value really clear, and utilize those limited time offers to help people make decisions. These are simple tweaks that truly go a really long way when it comes to increasing conversion rates on your All Access Pass sales page. So your action steps for today are to revisit your All Access Pass sales page if you already have it created, and just make sure the value of what you're offering is really clearly communicated, and that value is far more than just ongoing access to presentations. So thank you so much for tuning into this episode. For show notes and resources mentioned, head to summitHostHangout.com/094. Before you go, remember to check out my free masterclass covering the 3-part framework to triple your monthly revenue with a virtual summit while building your list for free. In this class, we cover the secret to creating a plan you can actually follow to make your summit happen, even if your business is already too busy, how to host a profitable event and land really great speakers without a huge audience of your own, and how to use a 3-part profitable summit system to triple your monthly revenue and the size of your email list. You can join that class today at summitHostHangout.com/class. Now go out and take action to plan, strategize, and launch your profitable online summit.